In the name of God, hello guys. In this video I'm going to explain from the chart for you and calculate that how much our layout is good for our factory. I start with an example. In this shape we have here, it's our layout of our factory. This is turning part, this is milling part, drilling part, and other parts. And the follow direction is like this. The first materials go to this part, and this part, this part, this part, this part, and this part. Actually, for this layout, we have to draw a matrix or a table like this. And the order of these parts is actually the order that we have in here. This order is this order too. And it said in terms of pallets, it's the parts or pallets, I don't know, maybe it is by kilogram or anything. It is amount of material that moves between these parts. For example, if turning milling said 7, it means for example in a day or an hour or something. It's given by the written question. It's given by the question that you're solving, that for example it's in 1 hour or it's in 1 day, no matter, but it means that 7 pallets moves from turning part to milling part per an hour or a day or something. I don't know, it's not important, and I didn't mention that. And for other parts is like 2. For example, here we have 5 pallets that moves from packing to drilling. It's at the opposite direction, but it happens in countries. It's something normal. We have to rework on some things, so it's a normal thing. And here we have distances. This numbers means the distance between these parts. For example, 15 means that if a pallet wants to move from turning to milling, it has to pass 15 meters. This part. Actually, for calculating this distances, we have 2 ways. The one way is to calculate, as you see here, this part. It means we have to sum the distance between these parts and distance between these parts, and we have another way to calculate them. Maybe it is this part, by the features we know about the triangle. We can calculate this part, and 1 and 2 I wrote here means that we have 2 ways to calculate the distances given by the question. And here we have something like we have another matrix that is made of 2 previous matrix. When we set 105, here means that the product of pallets and distances between these parts. 105 is product of 15 and product of 7. Actually it's like this, and the other numbers too. At the end, we have to sum all these numbers. you know, and it shows the whole cost of our transportations. We can, add something to this. For example, we can say, um, it's pallet and distance, product distance, and we have to, for example, multiply it with the cost for each, unit of pallet distance. But as I was saying, the number of this, the sum of these numbers can, can create the criteria to understand that how much our layout is good for our factory. But I said that the cost of all these things is equal, so I just didn't wrote that. But I want to say sometimes, the cost of moving, that are moving between these parts, that this movement is agree with the follow direction, as we had this follow direction. um, it costs less than the movements between parts, that movement is disagree with the follow direction. So sometimes, if we have this condition, this is the way that we have to calculate, the measurement for knowing that how much our layout is good for our factory. This is all the sum of these parts that are agree with the follow direction. But this part is disagree. Actually, it's here means packing to drilling, but packing to drilling is something, disagree with the follow direction. So we have this as 745, product of 745 and x plus product of 50 and y. So whatever it is, I don't know, I call it car, for example. It can be something that shows how our layout is good for our factory. And we can say we can change the layout, we can change the orders or anything, and then for that layout and that order, do all these things, finding the direction, uh, drawing this matrix, and this matrix, and the sum of the numbers, and then understand that which layout is better for us. Thank you for watching my video. I hope it was useful for you.